Hello and welcome back to my channel and to a new video. Sorry it's been about 5 days since the last one. I am aiming to post about twice a week, but I just got to get used to the process, I guess. So today I'm going to be doing another film chat slash film review, which is going to be on the last two films that I saw recently, which were 50 Shades Darker and Patriot Day. So first I'll start with 50 Shades Darker. This film is one where I've read all of the books, and yeah, they weren't the most fantastically well written, but they were easy enough to read, and I'm that kind of person where unless a book is absolutely terrible, which I don't think they are absolutely terrible, then I like to continue on with the series and see what happens and complete it. Basically, I like to finish things that I start. So I did enjoy the books. I went to watch the first film, 50 Shades of Grey, when it came out, and I thought it was quite good. I thought it was better in some ways than the book. I thought the acting was quite good, the story was better. Obviously the book was more detailed, but I felt like it's more detailed in places it doesn't really need to be sometimes. So I decided to go along to watch the second film, 50 Shades Darker. Again, I thought it was better than the book in some ways. It was a bit less detailed, a bit more realistic, for want of a better word, and the acting again was quite good, especially Jamie Dornan. I think he plays that character really well, and yeah, it was a bit more meat on the bones in terms of the story and what was happening between the characters, so that was quite good. And I can see more of the parallels, I think, in this one with what it's actually based on, which, if you don't know, is actually a fan fiction story, the books of Twilight, and you can actually see more parallels, I think, in this film with Twilight and with New Moon than you can do perhaps in the other ones. And yes, I do like Twilight. I love the Twilight series of books. I love the Twilight series of films. So yeah, but I do think they are better than the 50 Shades of Grey series, but still. So yeah, I thought it was alright. Yeah, music wise, I quite like the music. I quite like the soundtrack. It's always quite good. Like I say, acting was quite good, not like fantastic in places for some of the actors, but it was quite good. And yeah, the plot was good. It was better probably than the first one, like I said, and I will continue to watch the other ones. I would give this about 3 out of 5 stars, let's say. I thought it was good. It wasn't anything groundbreaking or fantastic or, you know, not predictable in any way. It was a bit predictable at times, but obviously I've read the book, so it's going to be a bit more predictable, I suppose, in that sense to me. But yeah, it was okay. I think with 50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades Darker and the whole series, there's a lot of hate out there for it. And there's a lot of people who slag off the books and slag off the films, even if they haven't seen the films and even if they haven't read the books. And I think it's one of those things that people love to hate because they feel like it's them placing themselves above people that read that kind of thing or watch that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, I think there's only so far you can criticise something if you haven't actually read it or seen it before. And also I kind of feel like, well, if it's not your kind of thing and you know it's not going to be your kind of thing, that's fine, but it's not hurting anyone else for them to enjoy it, for them to watch it, for them to read it. So I think it's a bit of a waste of time to sort of slag something off and berate people who do that when it's not actually hurting themselves, they're not hurting anybody else. So when it comes to books and films and things like that, I think just do what you want to do. Don't worry about what anyone else is saying. If you think you're going to enjoy something, you're going to enjoy watching something, just do it, and don't bother hating on people if they like things that you don't like. There's absolutely no point. It's just a waste of time. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. So the second film that I saw recently was Patriot Day. The light is shining on my face. About the 2013 Boston Marathon bombings. I was aware of that when it happened, but I didn't know about it in like a greater detail that this film allowed me to see, basically, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I had heard of it happening and everything like that and the basics of it before I went to see this film. I wasn't really sure if I was going to like the film or not, really. I mean, I thought I didn't really have any feelings about it either way, which is weird for me because usually I either look at a trailer and think I'm going to love that film, or I look at a trailer and think, nah, not going to bother. But with this one, I wasn't sure. So, but when I went to see it, it is a good film. I say good because obviously it's a very heart-wrenching, emotional, hard, like stressful film to watch at times, especially in the beginning when you're just kind of waiting for the event to happen. I found it quite stressful, and obviously the event itself is really upsetting, but I think overall it's got a really positive message. The way it ended, with feelings of, you know, strength that of the people that got through that, and survived, and hope, and the way that everyone in Boston came together, and supported each other. It was just a really good message, and there is footage, not right at the end, but kind of towards the end, of the actual real life people and their stories, which I think was really good. So overall, yeah, it was a good film. Music wise, I wasn't really aware. I don't think there was a lot of music in it, to be honest, but I wasn't really aware of the music that much because, like I said, it's quite stressful to watch. So you're not really sort of listening to that. It's, you're just so focused on like the story and so focused on what's happening. The music's kind of a very background kind of thing, so I wasn't really aware of that. That acting, yeah, that acting was good. The acting was good. Mark Wahlberg especially, really good acting, especially one particular scene, which I think was a really emotional scene, let's say, without sort of, not that it gives away anything really, it's not really a spoiler. But anyway, one particular scene he was really good in, that sort of sticks in my head. But yeah, he was a really good choice, I think, for that role, and he sort of stands out in my mind in terms of acting for that. And obviously the story is based on a true story, so it is what it is really. But I don't think that they in any way, I think they told it really well. I don't think they in any way sort of went for any particular viewpoint or anything like that. I think they covered it just how it was, and that's that. There wasn't any sort of fear mongering or anything like that, I don't think. Yeah. So for Patriots Day, I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. It just, yeah, it's just one of those films that it feels important again to watch, which seems like I'm watching recently quite a lot of based on true story kind of films that are important to watch, but also perhaps a bit upsetting and a bit sad and everything else. But it is important, I think, to watch those kind of things along with all the things that are happy and clappy and everything else, because it's important to have balance, and it's important to know about these things and to be savvy. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for today. Please, as always, like and subscribe if you like what you see, and if you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos. Like I said before, I do go to the cinema quite a lot. Already have one film planned for next week, so I'll be reviewing that. I'll be trying to review pretty much everything, because why not? Yeah, and all my social medias are in the description as per usual. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will try to keep up more with my videos from now on, and I am going to try filming some on my camera as well, so once I get the hang of that, hopefully the picture will be a bit better. And yeah, it's a learning process for me. I'm a newbie, but I'm not going to give up. I'm enjoying this so far, and yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to continue with, so good times. Okay, I'm going to go now, otherwise I'm going to be late, so yeah. Bye.